We could boot up OD. We could go back to 2009. We can play Halo 2 again. I want to read this article really quick. Hold on. Because you guys keep derailing the goddamn stream. Late last month, Bungie laid off 220 employees in a decision which, to put it lightly, has shaken the company. The impacted developers have already expressed their frustration, anger, and disappointment on social media, especially in the wake of claims that the CEO, Pete Parsons, spent $2.4 million in vintage vehicles over the last 2 years. This number, while not substantial in terms of Bungie's budget, is still terrible optics and understandably upsetting for the developers, at least one of whom was due to receive the company's maternity benefits right before being laid off, or as the employee claims, struggling with groceries while on Bungie's payroll. Further twisting the knife is a report from journalist Steven Totillo, who spoke with several anonymous former Bungie employees in a GameFile newsletter. The newsletter claims that, per its sources, Bungie's leaders have overstated their studio's financial prospects to Sony, and Wednesday's cuts were needed to stop continued losses that amounted to an ongoing reality check. One source tells Totillo that they think Sony overpaid for Bungie, a confession that gives me some pretty vicious flashbacks to Microsoft 6.87, blah, 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 blah. What's more, this overpromising and underdelivering was the report claims the reason for these layoffs being decided on way in advance. The 2023 cuts were, as Totillo's sources state, quickly realized to be insufficient by at least early 2024, with the former employees alleging that said cuts were planned, even if the final shape did well. This all paints an infuriating picture, if these reports are to be believed, the picture where a big company bought out a studio for way too much money, a thing that keeps happening over and over again. Then the studio's leadership allegedly wrote checks that they couldn't cash, did not take cuts to their own pay, laid off staff in October of last year, knew for months that it wouldn't be enough, and yet still managed to have some employees find out they'd be losing their jobs via a Twitter announcement. So basically more of what's been going on. Game company does big layoffs, people find out on Twitter, and they do layoffs after I assume the final shape had a semi-successful launch. I didn't hear that it bombed or anything. I've heard good things about it. I have no words to say. It's fucking stupid. It's just dumb. I try not to talk about stuff like this too often on stream because it's honestly a bit of a downer. I usually try to keep it to FF forums drama or just the fun random shit on FF that's just people are upset about the game being too easy now, where it's obviously, we can poke fun at it, and it's just people complaining from a position of I don't even know what to call it, weird ignorant entitlement to content in a game they pay a sub for. But I digress. No, it's just more of the same shit we've seen, where a company's either doing well or not doing well. I mean, regardless, there's layoffs happening, and then you look at the CEO, and they're still just making fucking buku bucks with no real consequence, other than, oh no, I had to resign on my giant golden severance pay parachute. Which company do I go blow up next? It's sad stuff like this keeps getting so common. Big company makes money while 2,000 people below suffer for it. Yeah. No, it's fucking stupid. Don't even know what the final shape even is. It wasn't the actual last Destiny 2 DLC that was supposed to wrap everything up. I know Flim knows about it. Flim played it. I don't even know if is Flim on? Flim is not on. I cannot message Flim. What's a Destiny? Halo killer. Wait, it wasn't even the final Destiny 2 DLC. Was it? I don't know what it is. I'm not involved in this at all. Which is why I shouldn't be talking about it. I shouldn't be talking about it, but I'm still going to cut this down to make a YouTube video. I don't know if that makes me a terrible yap streamer. But YouTube comments usually get mad at things that aren't related to the video anyway. Isn't that a Warframe clone with loot caves? Oh man, the loot caves? I remember the Destiny loot cave. That was stupid. The final shape is not the end of Destiny 2. The aftermath of the final shape is being explored in 3 episodes, Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy, which are different takes on the previous seasonal model. So whatever that means. Destiny 2 players probably know what that means. I don't. Flim usually plays Destiny a lot off stream. That I know. That's why if he was even online, I was going to message him like, hey, you want to get in a call real quick? Elucidate the non-Destiny player? Because as you can see, I play a good MMO. I don't play Destiny. I play a game that respects my time and doesn't delete content. Yes, I'm giving Destiny drive-bys because it's a game that deleted content for reasons I don't understand. And yes, they replaced it with like catch-up cutscenes or something, but it's... I've had someone tell me that plays it, aka Flim, that it doesn't do like the story justice for what they cut out. So I don't know. It's just stupid. It's dumb that they made these decisions beforehand, because this article's talking about the higher ups in Bungie kind of pumped the company up a little bit for Sony in negotiations. Sony overpaid, and then Sony wants a return, but they know they can't get that return to Sony as a company. So they just delay it, and they're just letting their employees go and suffer now instead of actually doing something just productive, honestly. I miss the old Bungie. Halo was really good. That's my comment on that. Like, Halo was really good. I liked Halo 1, 2, and 3. I like Halo 4 too, even though it's 343. Reach is solid, but it's not, you know. I think Halo 2 is the best Halo. So my opinion's very, very skewed. Reach was surprisingly good for what it was. Oh, no, I'm not going to even begin to argue that. Reach was really solid. ODST is the best Halo. You know what? I might actually agree with you. For once on this stream, I might agree with something you're saying. ODST left the biggest impression because it's experimental. I love games that experiment in their genre. And ODST took an action-packed first-person shooter that's like a power trip fantasy and turned it into this weird, almost just unforgiving pseudo-detective game, it felt like, where combat was not your purpose. Your purpose was not to be this big, strong power fantasy that you're living through. Your purpose was to just survive and get to where you needed to go. And it was super cool. I like ODST was fun. I'll at least say that. ODST was actually really fun. ODST is my favorite game in the franchise just because of the atmosphere. I love its atmosphere. What's that one song? What's the piano? Yeah, it is this one. The song's really pretty. In a way, Saul got booted for being AFK. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's my favorite one. It's so pretty. It's weird for the last few minutes. Does it get all Halo-y? So why are you in Midgard? Why not? Fine, we'll go. Hold on, I got you guys. Hold on. Well, I got you guys. Jesus Christ. We're going to Halicarnassus, same as always. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. This is peak, like, what have they done to our world music? If you don't like this song, I'm sorry, you just have bad taste. Makes you want to play ODST. I have ODST installed. We could just boot it up. We could boot up ODST. We could go back to 2009. We could play Halo 2 again. We could go relive ODST stream. I'll play ODST with you. We could do Firefight. That little piano trill is so just melancholic. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go back to my safe, happy place. Hold on. This was mine after school. This is where I would come to. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have Xbox Live because like we couldn't afford it, even like when I had an Xbox. So there would be a lot of just I would come home and like my friends would come by or like I would go to their house. And we play local. We play split screens. And we just kind of just do our thing. The days we used to do this shit in the school library. Man, I wish our school library computers were good enough for like Halo 2. We totally would have done this. Media in 2000 must have been great. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think it's nostalgia. There's still this, by the way. This isn't me pining for like, oh, the ye oldie is better. No. It's just due to the lack of power and a lot of the hardware for things in terms of interactive entertainment specifically. Not even just games. It could be everything. Like, not even just console games, but it could be in arcades or wherever. There was a lot of experimenting and a lot of abstraction of ideas that kind of just led to a lot of gold coming out around that time. And we still get it in the indie game scene all the time. AAA games back then were crazy. I like AAA games when they first started becoming a thing. Top tier. Easily like top tier. I'm in Old Da, by the way. I'm at the Aetherite for anyone who wants to come stock. Are we even gonna get to the game tonight? I don't even know if we're gonna get to dungeons tonight. I'm gonna be honest. I'm having a good time just yapping and hanging out. These are my favorite types of streams. We just kind of talk about shit. These are the best kinds. Time where people did it for the love of the game. Yeah. When Risk wasn't in a version. Man, I want to play ODST now. I'm gonna be honest. I have it installed. I have the Master Chief Collection installed. It's on my computer. It's on. I can boot up any Halo game right now.